Welcome to The Joker's Wild, the only game show on television where the categories really come to life, because our categories are people. Baseball, represented by Don Drysdale. Music, represented by Rosemary Clooney. Showbiz, represented by Rich Little. Homemaking, represented by Irene Ryan. Politics, represented by Pat Paulson. These panel members will be asking questions on their own category. And now, here is the host of our show, Alan Ludden.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey. This is the Joker's Wild, and believe me, it's a wild show. It's a game of skill and luck and strategy with living categories. And speaking of living categories, let's say hello to them. Pat, how are you?
Feel pretty good.
You do? Hello, Rosie.
Hello.
You're the one for music, lady.
Yes.
Hello, Don.
Alan, how are you?
Congratulations. You know, this lady, Granny, here, is just the lady from homemaking. She wrote a cookbook, right?
Yes, I do that.
Rich, Little, say something in your own voice.
I don't have one, Alan.
Well, try Frank Dorsey.
They're going to the moon, North.
Okay, we'll get around to meet our first players in just a moment, right after this message. I want you to meet our first players in the Joker's Wild. Here we have on my right a housewife with two children who's going back to college. She's going back to college, that is. Carol Mitchell. Her opponent is the marketing consultant who helped build the DEW line in the Arctic, Mr. Craig Gunther. Good luck to you both. Carol, why are you going back to college?
Well, I used to teach school, and the children were so much smarter than I was that I figured I'd better go back to school myself.
All right, that's a good reason. I understand you're quite an athlete.
No, I have been in the past. I'm afraid right now Jackson's about it.
What's your sport? Swimming. You still swim? You have a record, don't you? Don't you hold a record?
I had 3 at one time in the Missouri Valley.
All right, well, you may have a record today as we play this game, because it's quite a game. I'd like to tell you how we play it because it's a lot of fun, and you are a very important part of it, because I'll tell you what you do. You put your hands on those levers there, and you pull them back, and you activate our celebrity wheels, and they start spinning, and where they stop, nobody knows whose picture comes up. Then, you will either answer the question or you may pass if you choose. Now, if 3 pictures come up that are different, each question is worth 1 point, as in there. Then, if you make two pictures that are alike, as in there, 2 Irene Ryans and 1 Rich Little, each question is worth 2 points. Then, if you get 3 pictures that are all alike, 3 Rich Littles, and that's a lot of little, here we go. Each question is worth 3 points. Now, if the Joker comes up, of course, the Joker is wild, because that's the name of our game. Now, when the Joker comes up, you may convert the Joker to any category you want. 13 points or more wins the game, and the winner gets $250 in cash, plus 3 prizes that could total more than $1,500. Now, one more thing. If 3 Jokers come up, 3 Jokers like that, you will have a chance to win the game right then and there by answering 1 question correctly, of course. Are you ready to go? Okay, Carol, hand of the lever. You ready to go? You pull that and you'll start our wheels. Go. See who comes up. You got a Paulson, a Drysdale, and a Clooney. What are you going to do?
I'm sorry, Miss Clooney, but I don't know anything about music, so I'm going to take a Paulson and a Drysdale.
Politics and baseball. Goodbye, Rosie. Start with you, Pat. A question on politics. What are you going to ask us?
First of all, Carol, you're looking at the face of a loser, and but it's the only face that's been assigned to me. In 1964, Barry Goldwater lost the presidential race, but this year he won an election. Which one?
He's senator from Arizona.
That's right. For 1 point. You were good. That was beautiful.
Did I do good?
You did very well. Don, see how well you do. You have a 1-point question here.
Okay, Carol, can you tell me what place the Dodgers finished last year?
Oh.
Was it 3rd, 5th, or 7th?
Don't help me, buddy.
Don't help her.
7th?
That's right.
That's right.
But Don, we will point out they're going to do better next year, right?
I hope so. We try hard.
Okay, you'll try harder. All right, 2 points for Carol. All right, Craig, it's your turn. Spin our wheels. You got a Clooney, you got a wild card, and Rich Little, which is pretty wild. What are you going to do with a wild card?
I'll take 2 music and 1 showbiz.
You're going to turn our Joker into a Rosemary Clooney. You've got 2 of the same category there, which makes each question worth 2 points. Start with you, Rosie.
I thought
First
Right.
Yes, 2 points.
If you heard me singing, I want to hear it again, I want to hear it again, what kind of blues would I want to hear? Would it be the Jelly Roll Blues, the old Piano Roll Blues, or the old Soft Shoe Blues?
Piano Roll Blues.
That's right, Craig.
That's 2 points. Rosie, what's another one?
Okay. By rights, I should be a baritone to sing this song. If ever I should leave you. Which Lerner and Lowe musical is that from? Camelot, Fair Lady, or On a Clear Day? Come on, Craig.
Clear Day.
Oh, so sorry about that. It's Camelot. It's Camelot. But now may I explain to you, as you know, if you accept the challenge of a question in a category and you fail to answer that question correctly, you forfeit a bonus question to your opponent. Over here in the same category worth the same number of points. In music, isn't this strong?
No.
Well, good luck. You got a bonus question in music. It's worth 2 points. What is it, Rosie?
Okay. The Mamas had the Packers, Country Joe had the fish, Peter Herman had. I know this. The Hermit.
You're right. Right, you have 2 more points as the bonus question. At the end of the first round, Carol has 4 points. Craig has 2 points. And it's your turn, Carol. Pull it. Music. Showbiz. Okay. There's your favorite category.
Yes.
Each question's worth 2. How are you going to play it?
I might as well take them all.
All right.
I got confidence on that
Okay.
one.
All right. Good luck.
Here's the
Rosie.
first one. One of the songs sung by musical comedy stars Gwen Verdon in the Broadway musical New Girl in Town was Whatever Lola Wants, Lola Gets. Is that true or false?
Right. That was from Dan Yankees, of course.
Yes.
Okay, one more music question, Rosie.
All right, Alan. Everybody makes fun of Moon and June songs, but no one does anything about them. There's lots of them. I want you, Carol, to sing a line from any song using the word June or Moon in it. Okay? Moon over Miami.
Very good. You're very good at music.
Moon over Miami.
Now we're going to see how you do with the movies and show business, Mr. Rich Little.
Carol, this is Alfred.
Wake up, buddy.
I once produced a movie called Psycho, in which a young lady absconds with bank money and is later killed in a shower by Anthony Perkins. Who played the female lead in this 1960 movie? Was it Janet Leigh, Susan Hayward, or Tippi Hedren?
Janet Leigh.
Right.
Carol is 10 points. 3 points from the winning score. Craig, it's your turn. Spin the wheel. See what happens. Pull the lever. You got a politics, homemaking, and a wild card. What are you going to do with it?
I'll take 2 politics and a homemaker.
You're going to keep Irene Ryan and have 2 Pat Paulson. Well, you're a brave man. All right, each question's worth 2 points. Start with you, Pat. First question.
Okay, Craig, there's an old saying that goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you know how they smell when they get wet. There's an old political saying, as Maine goes, so goes the nation. Did Maine go for Richard Nixon this election?
Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Afraid not.
Oh, so sorry, Craig. You have just handed Carol a 2-point bonus in the area of politics, which would move Carol to 1 point from 13, which is very close to 30. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Here you go, Pat, a 2-point bonus.
All right, for Carol. Some folks say Everett Dirksen's voice sounds like asthma put to music. But I disagree. I think he has a very pleasant voice. If you like asthma, put the music. So, is Senator Gerson the Senate majority or minority leader?
A minority.
Right. For 2 points. You now have 12. At the end of this round, Carol with 12, Craig with 2. It's your turn, Carol. What are you going to get? Pull the lever. You got a politics, a showbiz, and a music. Each question is worth 1 point. Your score is 12. How are you going to play it?
I'm going to take them all.
You're going to go for all 3. Okay? Start with you, Pat. 1 point.
Oh, and Carol, if you've been reading the papers lately, you should have the following answer. Richard Nixon, one of the many candidates who defeated me in the recent election, will be inaugurated on what day? January 20th, 21st, or 22nd?
20th.
1 point. Your 15th. This Craig still has a chance. Still has a chance in this round. You're going to go for the next one, all right? Showbiz, Rich Little, 1 point.
All right, Carol.
Yes.
My real name is Bernie Schwartz, but you know me as Tony Curtis. I get very emotional about everything. In fact, when I saw my latest movie, I got all choked up. What movie? I didn't write it. What movie am I talking about?
The Boston Strangler.
What?
For 1 point. Carol, you're at 14. That'll be a tough number to beat, Craig. 1 more point, music.
Right. If you wanted to get from one room to another, you'd call on the doors, right? But if you want to tell time, which group would you call on, Carol? The wristwatches.
The wristwatches. That's a new group, but that's not the one we're going for. No, I'm so sorry. You have forfeited a bonus question of 1 point. Value of 1 point to Craig over here. Rosie, what's his bonus question?
Right, Craig. Ringo Starr, George Harrison, and John Lennon make some wild songs together. But I purposely left out one of the Beatles. Which one did I leave out?
Court.
What?
McCourtney. What? Miss Courtney?
All right, Paul McCartney, right. That's 1 point. You got a bonus. Okay, Craig. The score stands 14-3. You could win one way on this spin. One way you could go for that $250 and chance at $1,500 in prizes. Only one way, though. If you indeed get 3 jokers up there, you can have it. But that's the only way you can have it. So pull the lever and see if you get it. Oh, you didn't make it. Congratulations, Carol. You're the winner. You have $250. For you, Craig. Sorry, buddy. If we have a $100 bond for you waiting in the wings. Thank you very much, Craig. Good luck to you. Now, Carol. Let's see what prizes you can win. Now, I'll tell you how you can do this. Categories up there on our wheels. We now have prizes. They vary in value from 5 cents to a pack of gum. Just from 5 cents to a pack of gum, or $500 on each wheel. Now, you may pull the lever, and you may have what prizes you turn up in the first spin. However, if you don't like those prizes, if you'd like another spin, go ahead, pull the lever, second spin. If you don't like those prizes, go ahead. You have 3 spins. Pull another gun. You make it, but you must, on the third spin, keep the prizes that turn up. Is that clear?
Yeah.
You understand how to play it? All right, let's see what turns up in your first spin. Pull it. You got $100 of flying lessons and a bassinet. You like
I don't want a bassinet.
You
I already have 2 children who are lovely, but 2 is enough.
It's not a baby, it's just a bassinet.
I know, but it would give me ideas.
Okay. I don't want to give you ideas. Pull the lever again and see what happens. Hey, you got $500. And $1,000 again. You'll take it? I don't blame you. She's going to take it. All right. Carol, any way you add that up, you've got $1,250. 1,000 there plus the $250 and $1,000 gallons worth of gas. However, I'm curious, aren't you? Wouldn't you like to know what would happen if you twirled it?
I hate you. No,
Let's try. Let's see what you might have gotten this time. A radio, a spin at the typewriter. You were much better off with your $1,000. Congratulations.
so much. That's so nice.
You are a lucky girl.
I know I am.
We'll be back with more players in the Joker's Wild right after this very important message. I want you to meet our contestants now in the Joker's Wild. I have over here on my right a sales lady whose relatives came over on the Mayflower, Sandra Lamont. Sandra, good luck to you. Her Your opponent is the income tax accountant who loves to play the violin and to bowl, Richard Root. Good luck to you, sir. I understand you had a very interesting aunt back in Massachusetts.
Yes, I did. She was hanged as a witch in Salem.
Really? A fact, huh?
True.
Are you a witch?
I'd like to think so, but I've never done anything really exciting.
Might help you out here in this game. Now, you're a treasurer, I understand, of the American Freedom from Hunger. I don't know what that is. What is it?
Well, that's a branch of the United Nations, the Freedom from Hunger Foundation, and it's concerned with self-help for underdeveloped areas all over the globe, including the United States.
All right, you're going to self-help yourself now in this game. You ready to go? Start with you, Sandra. If you pull that lever, you'll spin our wheels, and where they stop, nobody knows. Let's go. A wild card, homemaking in baseball. You got a joker's wild there. What are you going to do with it?
I'll make it a homemaking question and skip baseball.
You're going to pass. Goodbye, Don. Bye-bye, Don. But hello, Irene. We got 2 questions from you this time. 2 points each. First one.
Sandra, if you decide to serve Chateaubriand, will you buy a French, a fixed steak, or a pheasant?
A fixed steak.
Right, for 2 points. Okay, Irene, Ryan, what's the next one?
Wiener Schnitzel is a delicious Yiddish dish containing what kind of meat, Sandra?
Schnitzel. Bologna or sausage.
No, I'm sorry.
All right.
It's veal. It's veal. Now, you notice when you miss a question in a category you accepted, you passed along to your opponent a bonus question in that same category worth 2 points. How are you on homemaking?
Oh, one.
Okay. I don't know a thing about it. All right, Irene. See what you can do for 2 points in the bonus question.
A lot of French recipes call for shallot. What is a shallot?
Okay.
A shallot, I don't.
You have no idea. What is it, Irene?
It's cross between garlic and an onion.
That's right. That was a free bonus. You still got to pull the wheel here. Let's see what happens when you pull that lever.
I'll make it a baseball.
We'll see. Your pocket. The joker's wild. You may convert it to anything you wish. Politics. You're going to go to politics, make everything worth 320.
Yeah.
That's smart. Okay. Pat Paulson. First question worth 3 points.
Richard, George Wallace made an impressive showing in the recent presidential elections. How many states did he win? 5, 6, or 7?
5.
That's right.
Right for 3 points. Next question on politics, Pat.
If I had been elected president, I would have signed into law a bill concerning crime in the streets. Because I believe we should take it out of the streets and put it back in the home where it started. Speaking of signing, which one of the following men did not sign the Declaration of Independence? Jefferson, Washington, or Franklin?
Dick?
Jefferson.
No, I'm sorry.
Nope.
With Washington. You have just given a bonus question to your friend over here, Sandra, on politics worth 3 points. What's your bonus, Pat?
Date with me, no. Which one of the following... Yeah, well, I'm going to look at it. Which one of the following presidents instituted the New Deal program? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Warren G. Harding, or Grover Cleveland?
Roosevelt.
Right for 3 points. Okay, it's the end of the first round. Sandra picks up 3 with that bonus, so you have 5. Dick has 3. Are you ready to go? Sandra.
Yes.
Let's see what comes up. A joker! A joker! Politics. If you had gotten 3 jokers, do you know what would have happened?
What?
The game would have been over right there if you'd answered 1 question. But you got 2 jokers, which isn't bad. Now you may convert them to anything you want. What do you want to do with them?
Show business is a category, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Could I have 2 show business and 1 politics?
You want 2 rich riddles. Are you sure you're ready for that?
I don't know if I'm ready, but...
You got politics?
Yes, I'll take that.
All right, each question's worth 2 points, and we'll start with Rich Riddle for the first one.
Well, I'm the fugitive who ran and hid for 4 years. I was actually running for a doctor for Ben Gazzara, who was running for his life. Tell me, what was the name of the inspector who was always trailing me? Was it Inspector Clouseau, Inspector Gerard, or Inspector Watson?
Gerard.
That's right. You can move to 9 with this one.
Guy 17. This is Bobby Clovis. Do you hear me? Guy 17, Guy 17.
You are now car 18. Happy birthday to you. Now get it cut. You guys give me the name of my old television series. Was it Rat Patrol, Highway Patrol, or Highway Detective?
Highway Patrol.
You can move to 11 if not talking to you. Do the right question.
Sandra, on my campaign swing for the presidency, I encourage women to tamper with the U.S. mail. Me, of course. True or false? Presidents have to pay for the use of the mail just like everyone else.
Oh, dear.
Is that true or false?
True.
No, I'm sorry.
No, that's true.
No, I'm sorry.
They mail free.
False. They mail free. The president can mail free, and you have just missed on a 2-point politics question, so you're given a bonus over here to your Matt, give him his bonus.
Oh, to Richard?
Yes.
Okay. As a keen political observer, it always amazed me how ironic it was that Washington and Abraham Lincoln were both born in holidays. On July 4th, 1826, 2 American presidents died in one day. True or false?
True. John Adams at 90, Thomas Jefferson at 83. Politics is high. All right. What do you have now? We have Richard, he has 9. Pull the lever and see what happens. Politics! You've got 3 politics. Each one's worth 3 points. Are you going to play or pass?
Play.
All right, pass.
Richard, when the final count was in, President-elect Nixon had captured 31 states, and I didn't win any. But do you seriously think it was something I said? Oh, yes. What famous president said, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen? Andrew Jackson, Harry Truman, or Herbert Hoover? Heath Herbert. Hoover.
Say it again.
No,
not the whole thing. Just
Andrew Jackson, Harry Truman, or Herbert Hoover? Harry Truman.
Harry Truman. Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover. Okay, Pat, I can't say it either. Next question.
President Lyndon B. Johnson was born in Texas. How many other presidents were born in Texas? 1, 3, or 5?
3. Sorry, you were going for a win, young man. It's 1. Eisenhower, only born in Texas. Okay? You have a bonus question. He's handing you back a bonus, Sandra. A bonus question worth 3 points. Pat, you're still on.
Oh, my tongue is getting tired. What are you doing at? No. The oldest American...
Back to the game.
The oldest American president to be inaugurated was at the age of 68. Who was the youngest? Theodore Roosevelt or John F. Kennedy?
To be inaugurated?
Mm-hmm.
John F. Kennedy.
No, I'm sorry. Theodore Roosevelt at 42 years. So what do we have at the end of this round? A very tight game, 9-8. Sandra, it's your turn. You can go for a win on this. Pull the lever and see what happens. Showbiz and a joker is wild. How you going to
To show business.
All right, 2 showbiz. You going to play music?
How many points do I have?
9.
2, 3, 4, 16. I'll take them all.
Going to take them all. Start with you, Rosie.
Right.
2 points.
Right, Alan. I don't want to know what's wrong with men. It's this song. When I'm not near the girl I love the girl I need. Right? Which Broadway show is that from? Pal Joey's, The Gadoon, or Singing Rainbow? Singing Rainbow.
That's 2 points. Sandra. You've moved up now to 11 points, but remember, Rich here still has a count in this. And you got a show business question worth 2 points. Rich.
All right, Sandra.
Move to the 13th to get this.
Well, no one can say that Matt Dillon doesn't like animals. I usually spend my day with an old hound dog, and my nights drinking with a kitty. Incidentally, who plays Miss Kitty in Gunsmoke? Amanda Blake, June Lockhart.
Amanda Blake.
That's right.
2 points and you're at 13. All right, Sandra, you could win on this, but as I say, he has another turn. So what's the next question, Rich?
Well, this is Joe. I'm a cop. And these little goodies I have here are cop cakes.
I didn't write this.
What is the name of my cop sidekick on the new Dragnet series? What's his real name?
2 points, but you just...
Jen Alexander?
No.
The old one.
That's the old one. The new is Harry Morgan. Now, what you have done, Andre, is given Richard a bonus question in the area of showbiz worth 2 points, which will move him to 10. Rich.
When the policemen line up at the mayor's office in Chicago on payday,
This is Robert Sessler. In case you thought it was Walter Brennan.
when the policemen line up at the mayor's office in Chicago on payday, they all say, "Give us our daily bread."
That's a no-no.
I once portrayed a Chicago-based law enforcement officer in a series called The Untouchables. My real name is Robert Stack. What was the name of the television series?
Elliot Ness?
That's right.
Okay, Richard. You've got 10 points. You've got to beat 13. You're going for a win. Let's see what happens. Politics, showbiz. Each question's worth 2. You have 10. How you got to play it?
Now, is it my last turn now?
If you win, it's your last turn.
I'll take them all.
All right. 2 points. Politics.
Richard, I'm appalled at the crime rate in our city. All these problems should have been eliminated if only the American Indians had insisted on stricter immigration laws. Incidentally, insolent landlady. Which vice president under Franklin D. Roosevelt was part Cherokee? Was it Henry Wallace, John Garner, or Harry Truman?
John Garner.
That's the point. You move yourself to 12. All right, Richard, you can win on this one. You'll go to 14. You'll beat 13. It's the end of the round. You've got it if you answer this one correctly. If you don't answer it correctly, he has another shot at it. So watch it. Pass the question.
Okay, Richard. People have always asked me what document in my estimation has contributed most to our government, and my answer is always the same. Income tax 1040. It's a hilarious thunderbolt. Federal income tax became law on February 25th, 1913. Who was president at that time? Woodrow Wilson, Herbert Hoover, or Calvin Coolidge? Calvin Coolidge.
Woodrow Wilson.
Right, and you won the game. You have $250 a chance of 3 prizes, and for you, son, we have a $100 bond waiting for you in the wings. Thank you very much, and good luck to you. Okay, young man, you've got $250. Now, you have 3 prizes. You're going to pull this lever 3 times if you wish. You must keep, though, the prizes on the end of the third one. The prizes range at each wheel from a 5-cent pack of gum to $500. If you don't like the first spin, go again. If you don't like the second spin, go again, but you got to keep the third. You ready?
Yes.
See what happens on the first spin. You got maid service, flying lessons, and a wristwatch. You going to keep them?
What kind of service?
Oh, you're a sponsor, yeah?
No, wristwatch?
I don't know. It's not.
I'd like to go again.
You want to go again? It's your electric. Pull it.
Maid service.
Backing up that maid service. This is $250. Oh,
I could get 3 sausages the next time.
you could, but you could get $500 too.
That's true. I think I'll go.
Don't let me lead you into it.
No, I think I will.
All right, this is it. A radio, $500. You got $750 radio on the back of that. Congratulations. We'll be back with the Joker's Wild after this message. We'll be back with the Joker's Wild tomorrow, and I hope you had as wild a... Make this a daily date, shall we? I'll be looking for you tomorrow. Panel, your questions were great. Would you be back tomorrow with good ones, too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be looking for you. I'll be looking for you tomorrow. Until then, this is Al Martin saying, have a good evening. See you.